Hello, I'm Rick Steiner. Welcome back to Lux Life Discovered. My guest today is Adam, and he's known as Adam the Dunker or Adam Too Strong on Instagram. So, Adam, we're glad to have you with us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
I tell you what, I of course met you at FitCon in Salt Lake City a few weeks ago, and you were at the Bucked Up booth right close to where our FitCon booth was. And just watching you, man, your interaction with people and how easily you approach people, and not just your age, but young people to, I mean, like I'm talking kids, small young people to adults. And you really had a good gift about that. So how in
Thanks.
the world did all this start?
So it actually started. You'd be surprised. I started as a really shy kid. I was not able to talk to anybody at all. And
I
I
can't believe
remember,
that.
yeah, like I was like even now I'm not like the best communicator, but I'm just not afraid to make mistakes when I talk. I'm not afraid to just go up to people, even if I get rejected. It's not something that I'm worried about anymore because I know how much opportunities you could get just by talking to people and the connections that you can make. But how it started was like, do you want to know how I started doing videos or how I
Yeah,
started like how
all of it. Yeah, because I'm really very interested in this.
okay. So I grew up in so I was born in America, but I grew up in I was born in America, and then I went to Egypt for 8 years, and then I lived there just to learn the culture, the Arabic language, just to see my family because all of my family's in Egypt. I only live with my dad and my mom and my siblings, my sisters that live here with me. But
Okay.
I have a big family. It's all in Egypt. So I just went to Egypt for 8 years to learn Arabic and go to school for a little bit, me and my family. And then I've been living here ever since I was 8 years old. When I first came, because I didn't know any English, I only spoke Arabic, so I had a really hard time connecting with people. I was a really shy kid. I remember things like being too scared to even raise my hand to say I want to use the bathroom in school, that I would pee myself. Like it was such embarrassing
Wow.
stories that and crazy stuff that happened. I would get bullied because I didn't know how to speak English, just things like that. I was a really shy kid. I had a lot of trouble making friends. I remember another time where I was like maybe 9 years old, and there would be kids playing in the playground like during break and lunch, and they would just be playing around. I would go up to them. I'd be like, "Can you please be my friend?" Like I would beg people to be my friend. That's how like no, low self esteem I had, no confidence at all. And then I just started working out a little bit, and that gave me a little more confidence because at least because before I was just skinny. I was a skinny kid who had nothing that anybody would want to be friends with. Like no reason for anyone to want to be my friend. I was just shy,
Oh
quiet,
wow.
skinny. But and then when I started working out, that gave me a little more confidence because at least I knew that physically, like I was as cool as people. So I would consider myself a little bit more like cool or a little bit more like everybody else, or even a little bit better if I was in better shape. Because at least when I played sports, I was better than a lot of people. I was faster. When we would do anything in gym, I would be able to connect with more people because I played sports. So that helped me get a little bit more out of my shell. And then in 2020, when the pandemic happened, like fast forward to 2020 when the pandemic happened, I was stuck at home and all I had was a phone. So I started doing videos. I would be working out on a pull-up bar. I started with just a pull-up bar. I didn't have a gym, and I was even too young to go to the gym. So I just got a pull-up bar and I did push-ups. So pull-ups and push-ups were the only two exercises I did for my upper body. No weights, no bodybuilding, no coach, no trainer, no diet plans, nothing like that. I was just eating at home, eating eggs every day, like 5 eggs in the morning. I was eating healthy as I could, and I was just doing pull-ups and push-ups and squats for my legs. And then so I started with just bodyweight workouts. I started doing videos. I did videos for like 3 years, getting no views at all. Nobody watched any of my videos. I was only getting some hate. Like people would just comment some hate video comments, and that's all I would get for three
Hey,
years. I
attention
was only
is attention. Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't matter if it's good attention or bad attention,
Right.
as long as you're getting the attention, you could monetize it in the future. So I just kept doing videos even though I wasn't seeing any results. And then I got better and better with editing videos. Like my first YouTube video is still up right now. It's really embarrassing. Like don't watch it. But like I just kept getting better and better with editing. And then as soon as I started doing these challenges or gym videos, is when my views just went up. So I was getting maybe like 50 views a video for 3 years, no views at all. And then in the last like 6 months, I've gotten over like 500 million views on just gym videos and stuff like
That is crazy. That's crazy. So when you don't you wish you could go back to those original haters and contact them and say, "Hey, I bet you'd like to do a video now."
I'm still in contact with them,
Are
but
you
now
really?
they're all supporters now. When
That's
you get
good. That's
like
good.
more like successful at anything, a lot of people that were hating on you, they're gonna be like not hating anymore. They're gonna be on your side.
Well, that's good. That's good. So,
Yeah.
on your challenges that you do with people when you approach them, how did that part begin too? Because you're pretty bold with your approach, and
Yeah.
so what is well, we'll find out how that started, and then kind of responses
Yeah.
along the way.
Most of my videos are in the gym, and people in the gym are usually people that are like, healthy people. They're usually like, cool people. They look intimidating a little bit, but all of them are cool. It's not like I'm going like to the bar or somewhere like where people are drunk. All the people are cool. So even if they don't want to be in the video, they'll be like, "Oh, I don't want you to record me." And then that's end the video. But most people are cool. They don't mind being on video at all.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
that's short. Yeah.
Well, good deal. So, how many? You've got close to 1 million on your YouTube channel. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm 14,000 subscribers away from 1 million.
All right. Well, you'll be there before long. Goodness gracious. So, with
Like,
your number of YouTube subscribers, then how has that opened up doors with other companies like sponsorships and that type thing?
oh yeah. Every day I'm getting like a bunch of emails like trying to get me to sign contracts and things like that. I don't have anybody to look over my stuff, so I rather just not involve myself with it. If it's something simple or like if it's a known brand, then I do it. Like I've signed with Bucked Up, I've signed with a few brands, but if they send me like a long contract like 10 pages, I'm not gonna do it because I don't have anybody to look it over. I don't want to sign anything away.
Right, right. Because you got to really be careful with that because you don't want to do something
Yeah.
to jeopardize what you have with other
Yeah.
people or what could come up for that matter. So yeah. So
So I'm very careful.
how does that also does that keep you from doing anything, or does that just make you stay on track with what you want to do, or do you ever think about, well, maybe I shouldn't do this approach because what if it could affect a sponsor in the future, or do you think
Like
about that?
I have had some sponsors where they would be giving out like a shirt or something, and then I have somebody hate on the shirt or have somebody like throw the shirt or rip the shirt from me. But that then I would think about it. I would be like, oh, that wouldn't be good for the sponsorship to mess with the product like that. So I always have to make sure the product that I'm promoting is like showing them in a good light. But
Right.
I've never posted a video like that. I just ideas would come to me, but then I realize, oh, that's not good.
So people have actually done that before
Done what?
with the like get upset with you about a certain product you're wearing
Yeah.
or
So
certain or
for example, there was like this brand that sponsored me where they gave me like a box full of like protein powders, pre-workouts, supplements, things like that. It's like a little box with just samples. And
right.
then for the video, I gave it to someone, and then they're like, "I don't want this," and then they threw it. But then I had to redo the video because I was like, "Oh, I have to have a good ending for the product," so I couldn't want to. I didn't want to post on it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's good too. It's amazing how people will react to certain situations and certain things and not think about
Yeah,
it. Because there's some people that are very loyal to certain companies, and I mean, it's almost to a fault in some ways.
yeah,
Yeah. So,
it's true.
Bucked Up is one of your sponsors, correct?
Yeah, my contract actually just ended like a couple of days ago. I don't
Okay.
know if I'm gonna re-sign with them or what I'm
All
gonna
right.
do, but it actually just ended. It was 3 months that I was
Okay.
with them.
Well, you had a good time with them at VidCon in Salt Lake. So they have
Yeah, yeah,
a good group. So you
yeah.
were with two or three other guys. Did y'all all come in together for that event, or were y'all just part of
No,
the Bucked Up
I
crew that
came
was
by
there?
myself.
You came
I
by
went
yourself?
there by
Okay.
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all met together at a hotel.
I see. All right. So what has that been like? Because you have, like you said, started doing this really during the pandemic and growing your following during that time. How has it
Mhm.
been? You pretty much edit everything, film it, edit everything,
I do
right?
everything on my. Yeah, I don't have anybody that works for me. I do everything on my own.
So okay, I know because we talked about this in Utah too. That yeah, your full time job is your YouTube, and
Yeah,
I was telling you that when I was your age, if somebody ever told me that we could do a YouTube for
yeah,
employer as our employment, it'd be like,
yeah.
what is
It would
YouTube?
sound
And yeah,
crazy.
so it's always
Yeah.
interesting because it does take a lot of skill and to do it at the level you're doing it with the followers you have. Uh, so how did you learn how to edit? Just by doing
I
it?
learned
It
by
just
being terrible at it in the beginning. If you look at my first YouTube video, scroll all the way back, you're gonna see how bad I was at editing. The video was sideways like this. I was talking sideways, and the camera was held. I was just terrible at editing. But You just learn by being bad at it. The hardest part is starting and to keep going.
Yeah,
Those are the two things. People don't want to start because they're worried what everyone's going to think of them, and they also don't want to start because they're going to be bad at it. People don't like to be bad at things. I didn't
true.
care if I was bad at it because I knew if I did it for 3 years, you can't do something for 3 years and stay bad at it. You're going to get better by accident. Just by doing it, you're going to see some things. You're going to learn stuff on accident. You're going to get better. So I basically got better without any courses, without any marketing classes, nothing that has to do with social media. I just did it by being bad at it for a long time until I got better. That's
Well,
what I did.
that's great. So, what has
Yeah.
been your biggest challenge? What do you
My
think?
biggest challenge right now, my biggest challenge is editing. I need somebody to help me out just because it would save me more time to record more content. But in the beginning, my biggest challenge was caring what people think of me because I thought like the world depended on other people's opinions. If people didn't like me or people thought I was weird, then my whole life would end. It was all I thought about. I wouldn't get a certain haircut. I wouldn't wear something. I wouldn't do so many things because I was worried, oh, this person might not like me and I really care about them. But then I realized like people's opinions don't matter to me. They're not paying my bills. They're not like if I die today, they're gonna post a story maybe and say, "Oh, he was a good guy," and then they're gonna forget about me. They're gonna go along with their day. They're never gonna think about me again. Maybe once in a while they'll think about me, but their opinion, if my existence doesn't even matter to them, why would I let their opinions affect my life? Why would I make decisions and allow them to restrict me and limit me from what I want to do? So that's what I learned on my way to getting more views and followers on
No,
social media.
that's good. And you'll also find out too, your biggest critics in life will be the same ones that never had the gumption to live their own life outside their
For
comfort
sure.
zone.
They always want to put people always want to put limits on others because they're scared to do it. Like so many people would put like they used to tell me, "Why are you doing videos? You need to get a job. You need to go to college. You need to do this. You need to do that." These are people that would love to do videos or would love to get more attention on them, but they're too afraid of the criticism. I've done videos with people who first didn't like my videos, didn't hate it, always hated on me, and then when I did a video with them, they'll be like, "Oh, this mean comment. Can you please delete the video?" They can't handle any criticism. They can't handle any
Oh,
like
really?
negativity.
So yeah,
Yeah, a lot of people.
interesting. Yeah,
They can't handle
yeah. You have to get past that point for sure. And with you being in the public eye like this, I mean, you really, if you really allowed other people's opinions to bother you, you'd never be where you are. That's for
course,
sure.
your own opinion has to be more important to you than anybody else's opinion because they don't even know you. Why would I let, like, let's say somebody I random person on social media that never met me, why would I let their opinion of me matter to me more than my own opinion of myself?
No, that's
I know myself more than anybody else. I lived with myself my whole life. They never even met me, so I could be playing a character on social media. They don't even know who I am, and
that's
they're giving me
true.
their opinion.
Yeah.
So I can't let it affect me.
Okay, so like your challenges that you do, how do you determine what the challenge is going to be when you approach somebody or
Yeah.
for that particular person?
Mm.
And then how did you ever come up with these challenges to begin with?
Yeah, I stole the idea from one guy on social media. His name is Leif. He's my friend now. But I basically changed it up. His idea was basically just to see who could lift more. Mine is more about comedy. So I challenge like little kids, I challenge babies, I challenge girls, I challenge people that I know can't beat me. I make it funny.
Right, there you
While
go.
while he just challenges the biggest guys in the world, like the strongest people. So I made it a little bit different. That's why I don't see exactly like copying, but
Right.
that's how I got the idea from him.
Okay. And then your response has been pretty positive with people trying to think they can beat you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially with pull-ups. I've never lost in pull-ups except to one guy, but he cheated the reps.
Did he really?
Pull-ups is
So,
my main-
I think
Yeah,
you were good on the pull-ups at FitCon too, weren't you?
yeah. Yeah. Pull-ups is my main thing. I do a lot of pull-ups because that's how I started. I started with just pull-ups and push-ups, so I had no access to weight, so I just got really good with my own body weight.
Yeah. Well, good deal. So, what is the challenge that you would like to do with someone that hasn't you haven't done yet that would really be the ultimate test?
There's this guy that's blowing up. He wears like I don't know how I forgot his name. He's a really famous guy. He wears like the cleaning clothes, like he's just cleaning in the gym, and then he basically he's a power lifter. I completely forgetting his name. I'm just forgetting his name right now, but I know
Is,
him.
is he
I
the
would love to.
professor?
No, it's not the professor.
Not,
I know the professor, the basketball player. Yeah, me and him we follow each other. But the I forgot his name. But this guy, he just wears like cleaning clothes, and then he's
okay.
actually powerlifting. He looks skinny, but he's huge. I would love to collab with him.
Good deal. So when you reach out to people, I know, like for you, for example, all your followers, how is it hard to reach out to someone sometime because it's kind of hard to know who to really listen to, and then also just cutting through all the different emails and messages too.
Reach out for a collaboration, or when I
Yeah,
reach out for what?
no, for collaboration,
Usually,
like with him. Yeah,
most people reach out to me when I do stuff, just because like I've reached out to a lot of brands in the past, and I still do. Like if I like a brand, I'll reach out. I'll tell them to send me something, and then I'll promote it for them. Most of the time, it just they'll DM me on Instagram or email me. But I prefer DMs on Instagram because I don't check my emails. I probably have over 10,000 emails that I've never checked, and they're probably all opportunities and things. I just have too many emails.
yeah. Well, that's a good problem to have, but you really need to check your emails.
I know I need to.
Uh, is it Anatoly?
Anatoly,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
that's the
All right,
guy.
my
That's the
producer's
guy.
looking it up over here. That's why, yeah. So, but
Yeah.
he knew who you were talking about too.
Anatoly,
Yeah. So,
Anatoly, if you're watching this, I want to challenge you in the pull-up contest.
well, good deal. So then we'll have to have that on a podcast. We'll have to do a
Yeah,
podcast with you too. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
that would be great. Yeah,
So, what would you challenge him to? Pull-ups
I
or
challenge him to push. Yeah,
yeah?
because I've seen his pull-ups; they're weak.
Oh, dang! I mean, you're just like throwing it out there.
Yeah,
We may have to tag him in this and make sure
tag him.
we get a response from him. Then,
Yeah,
yeah, that is
let him.
awesome. So, what I guess something else I want to ask you too, because like I said, I liked your energy and I liked how at first, I didn't know if you were going to be approachable or not, but you were
Hmm.
very nice, and
Yeah,
you had a lot going on that day, the whole day, not just like for 20 minutes when you were at the Bucked Up, but you were busy the whole time. And
yeah.
so, have people like been surprised in the past to find out how real you are, rather than
Oh,
this
yes.
perceived image?
Not I don't want to like hype myself up real and nice. I am a nice guy like in real life. I'm not that character that I play online pretending to be like a big guy walking like that and all of that. That's just for content, obviously. But I've had a lot of people that I've done videos with where I would go up to challenge them off camera. They would be like, "Please don't be mean to me. I've seen your videos telling people to work hard." They would be scared of me, like saying, "Oh, please don't do this," and shaky. And I'll tell them like, "Don't worry, we'll do as many, like if you do a bad set, we'll do it another day. Don't worry, like don't stress about anything." And I'll just comfort them. And then I've had one time where I was in the gym working out, and then a guy came up to me and said, "Please don't interrupt my set. I'm trying to have a serious workout." And he
Oh
thinks like, "Oh,
wow!
I'm gonna go challenge him for the video." So yeah, but a lot of people I'm sure are surprised that I'm not the character that I play in the videos because that's all they see me. If they see a
Right,
hundred videos of me playing that one character and then they meet me on a different guy, of course, like they're gonna be surprised.
they're gonna be surprised that you're nice, but you're still gonna beat them though, regardless.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I'm not gonna go eat. I'm not gonna go eat.
I mean, forget being nice. I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be
that's
nice on camera.
there you go. Well, good.
Yeah.
So we'll hear from Anatoly or get a comment from him. I'm going to throw that back out there again. So we want to make sure
Yeah.
that
I'm gonna
he
tag
gets
him. I'll
this.
clip it and post it, and I'll
Have
make
you
sure it's posted.
have you met him in person yet?
I've never met him
Never
yet.
met him yet. Okay.
He's a lot more famous than me.
What's that?
He's a lot more famous than me. He has a lot more followers. But hopefully one day I'll get to him.
Yeah, my producer said not for long. So it's going to be good. Yeah. So what do you go to a lot of the fitness conferences across the country, or do
So
you?
so the FitCon that you met me in was actually my first time ever traveling on my own. I've always traveled
Really?
either with a family, so that was my first time ever going somewhere by myself, like state to state. I mean, I've traveled like different like I traveled a little bit, but not state to state, like on a plane by myself. This is my first time. It was my first time. But now I'm sure in the future I will be traveling more, like to collaborate with people and stuff like that.
Interesting, interesting. So you're just beginning,
This
in a way, you're just beginning, but you're well advanced for to have almost 1 million followers. But it's still a new process, actually.
only the beginning. Yeah, I plan on having 10 million next time we talk. Like I'm not stopping anytime soon, and I'm not even proud of what I did yet. I still have a long way to go. This is like nothing to me yet.
Well, that drive is going to make a huge difference, and that'll help you reach that goal too, for sure.
Thank, thank you.
So, goodness, I'm trying to. I'm kind of lost for words. I didn't expect that. You just come across as a seasoned veteran and everything, but there's still so
Yeah.
much to dig into and tap into that it's. I'm excited to see what you accomplish, and so I appreciate you definitely being on to discuss this. But yeah,
Thank you so much for having me.
all right. How
It
many
was really
pull-ups can you do?
Most pull-ups I've ever done is 34, but I feel like I could get at least 40 now because I've gotten a lot stronger since I've tested. Like I've tested it at FitCon, but as soon as I reached 34, I broke my previous my previous record, not world record,
Yeah.
my previous record by one. And as soon as I broke it, I just got off the bar. But I could have kept going to 40.
Well, do you know what the world record is? My producer's asking me this.
No, it's a lot. It's probably over 100, over
Is it
200.
really?
There's some,
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
there's good people out there.
That's pretty intense. Yeah.
They would be on the bar like this, hanging for like 20, 30 minutes. I don't know how they do it.
That's
At,
unreal. Yeah.
at FitCon, actually, when I was there was like a 10-year-old that did 73 pull-ups in front of me. He was on the bar for 30 minutes.
Really? A 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, you may have a little challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can still beat them. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
No. But well, good, man. Well, I appreciate your time, and I'm excited to see what you accomplish. So I was impressed with you at VidCon, but now after talking to you and doing the podcast, I'm even more impressed with you because
Thank you.
it's just nice to see the realness that you have when you could be the most cocky, arrogant person around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
and then the gentleman, another guy that was there, that is it Juan? That was
Juan, yeah.
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 I didn't realize he had so many followers. And I looked at his page
Yeah.
after, and I was blown away by that. And then he's also appears to be a very nice, genuine guy. So
Yeah.
that's
He's one of the nicest people I've met too.
yeah.
He's a
So
great guy.
that's awesome to know both of you or to know of you, and then to see how genuine you are, but at the same time to have that confidence that to back it all up, but not the arrogance that goes with it. So yeah.
No, I've always wanted to be humble because like as much as I've done, there's always people who've done more. And like my parents, like without them, I'd be nothing. There's so many things that had to go right for me to even be where I am today. So I could never see myself as, oh, I'm the man. I did this, I did that. There's always going to be people who work harder than me, people who have nothing that, I just have to be grateful for what I have and I have to treat everybody the same. Because at one point I had nothing at all, and I was just looking up to people who had more followers, and I was just starting to do videos, seeing people get millions of views, and I was just wishing, oh, I hope I'll get to their level. So if I could inspire anybody by just being nice to them in person, I'm always gonna be like that. I'll never get cocky, no matter how much money, no matter how much followers I get. I'm always gonna be the same.
That's
I
good.
don't think if having a lot of success changes you, then you were never like a good person to begin with.
That's
You
true.
know?
Yeah. So if there was one sponsor, you don't have to like mention a name, but a type of product that you would like to sponsor or be sponsored by, what would it be?
I really like Coachify AI. It's a workout app, and they sponsored me. So if I could give them a shout out, everybody, if you're interested in working out, and I'm going to be posting my workouts and diet plans down there soon. So make sure you download Coachify AI and check out their workouts.
All right, good deal. All right, we're going to put your information on the screen and tell people how to reach you or to follow you and to know more about what you will accomplish.
All right. So you guys can see my Instagram. I have two Instagrams. It's Adam Too Strong and Adam the Dunker. And then my TikTok and my Instagram is Adam the Dunker. And then I have a Snapchat account. It's called Adam the Dunker with two R's at the end. I just post the same videos on every platform, but on Snapchat I sometimes post more personal things. Like I post something of me talking. But mostly it's the same. It's just good to have me on all platforms, just in case I post something differently one day, or like sometimes I don't post everything on the same platform. So you guys could follow me if you want to see more of me.
If they want to know what's going on, follow everything.
Yeah.
All right, good. What the record? Paul said the record for pull-ups is 651, the world record.
That's insane.
That's
yeah,
insane. I can't even imagine. So
650.
we'll just make sure you never challenge him.
No, I would love to. That would be a viral video. I don't
That
want
would
to.
be all right. Good. All right, Adam, thank you so much for being with us. Go enjoy that new car, pick that car up, and have fun. Be careful in it.
Thank you for having me. I will be careful.
You're welcome. All right, and that's our episode of Lux Life Discovered. So make sure you follow us on YouTube, subscribe, and we will see you on the next episode.
Check out Lux Life Discovered on Facebook and Instagram and on 30a.tv. See you next time on Lux Life Discovered.